Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not swipe past this screen today. This is an urgent divine interception. You did not find this message by random chance, and the algorithm did not bring you here because of your previous search history. Heaven has frozen your timeline to deliver an emergency protocol. Take a slow breath right now. Feel that tightness sitting in your chest. That is your spirit recognizing the absolute truth today. You have been waiting for so long. The silence has been completely deafening. You prayed until your words ran out. You followed every single rule they gave you, and despite doing everything right, your life has felt like a massive locked door that refuses to open. The isolation has been crushing your soul. You watched other people get blessed easily. You watched them celebrate while you stood alone. It felt incredibly unfair. You thought heaven had forgotten your name. You thought your prayers were bouncing back. The exhaustion in your bones is real. Every single morning required a massive effort just to get out of bed. But I need you to listen to me very carefully right now. Your suffering was absolutely not a punishment. It was a highly calibrated spiritual test. And the universe was waiting for one specific reaction. They pushed you to your absolute limit. The toxic people drained your energy dry. Your finances completely stalled out this year. Your physical body ached from carrying a burden that was never meant for you, and God allowed every single piece of that intense pressure to build up around you. He watched closely as the storm threatened you. He was waiting to see what you would do. And yesterday, you finally did it. You made the exact choice heaven wanted. You stopped begging for things to make sense. You stopped fighting the invisible heavy chains. You simply surrendered the outcome while keeping your pure heart completely intact. And that quiet moment of absolute trust shifted the entire spiritual atmosphere around you. The final seal on your testing season is permanently broken. The wait is over. But you must pay close attention. The darkness is absolutely terrified right now. The enemy knows a massive transfer is coming. If you close this message before the end, you will miss the physical key needed to unlock it, and the blessing will arrive at your front door without you knowing how to let it inside. Do not let your impatience rob your inheritance today. Stay here. What was the one thing God needed? It was not more strict discipline. It was not more tears on your pillow. He needed to see if your frequency could hold the immense power of the kingdom, and he needed to know if you would keep your light shining when the narcissists tried to blow it out. You passed the test with absolute flying colors. Your quiet authority is now vibrating, but there is a final trap waiting. It is a biological block hiding deep inside. The modern world programmed your brain for panic. They wanted you trapped in survival mode so you could never access your divine gifts. And your spiritual upgrade is ready, but your physical body is currently rejecting the signal. We have to bypass that security system right now. Listen closely. Think about the past 12 long months. Every door that slammed shut was protection. Every friend who walked away was forcibly removed. You cried over people who were secretly praying for your downfall, and God had to isolate you completely to clear the toxic poison from your sacred environment. You are a completely rare anomaly today. You carry a frequency that ordinary people find deeply uncomfortable. Now the stage is perfectly set. The heavy lifting is completely finished. The angels assigned to your bloodline are ready. But you need to understand the exact mechanics of this miracle, because faith alone is no longer enough to cross this specific finish line without the precise blueprint to align your mind. If you swipe away, you will stay stuck. Do not leave. I am about to reveal the exact mechanism. I will show you why the universe waited, and I will tell you how to claim it. The elite forces of this world do not want you to hear this truth, because they profit from your constant state of exhaustion, and they want your beautiful genius locked away forever. But heaven has intervened today for you. The chains are broken. Do not take your eyes off this. Put your phone down on a table. Relax your tight shoulders right now. Let go of the heavy anxiety you woke up with this morning. because you are entirely safe in this frequency, and the universe is about to hand you the decoder ring for all the bizarre phenomena you have experienced lately. The random, sleepless nights make sense. The revelation is here. Your spirit knew this day was coming. Deep inside, you felt the massive shift. You could sense the invisible gears turning slowly. The physical reality is finally catching up to the spiritual victory you won in the dark, and everything that was stolen from your bloodline is being returned with severe divine interest. Prepare your heart to receive the transmission. This is your final warning. Let us look honestly at the past 6 months. It has been an incredibly brutal season for you. You have been running on pure empty every day. Your physical body is completely exhausted right now, and the deep fatigue in your bones refuses to go away even after sleeping. You wake up every morning feeling much heavier. The cold world just demands more from your soul. This extreme exhaustion is not a normal medical condition. You are feeling the weight of a massive shift. Tap the like button right now as an act of agreement with what heaven is showing you. By doing this physical action today, you are signaling to the universe that you are entirely ready to receive the hidden truth. You are proudly claiming your divine alignment today. The psychological drain has been absolutely relentless lately. You gave your pure heart to people who only took. You poured your precious energy into relationships that left you completely empty, while those same toxic people walked away without looking back. They did not appreciate your brilliant light. They only wanted to consume your warm energy. The betrayal hurts deeply inside your spirit. You have been carrying a ridiculous amount of stress. Your shoulders are tight with invisible burdens every single day. And when you try to explain this strange feeling to normal people, they look at you like you are completely out of your mind. They always tell you to just sit and relax. They tell you it is all in your head, but your spirit knows the truth is very different. Look closely at how you have been sleeping recently. Waking up at 3 in the morning is no coincidence. Your mind starts racing with loud thoughts before the sun even rises, and your chest feels incredibly tight with a strange anxiety that does not belong to you. This is absolutely not your regular daily insomnia. This is a severe spiritual download happening in real time. You are a highly sensitive empath with strong boundaries now, but before those boundaries were built, you absorbed everything. You walked into crowded rooms and instantly felt the heavy energy of everyone around you. You carried their quiet grief and their hidden anger, because your soul was designed to heal the broken spaces in this world. It slowly broke your physical body down completely. Your financial reality has also been deeply frustrating lately. You worked harder than anyone else in your social circle. You did the right things and you played by all their rules, but the money always seemed to slip right through your fingers at the final minute. Every time you got ahead, a sudden expense would appear. It forcefully knocked your hard progress completely backward. The system felt rigged against you. They made you believe that you were the main problem. Society told you that you were just not working hard enough. The narcissists around you gaslighted your reality until you doubted your own basic sanity, and you spent countless lonely hours wondering what was fundamentally wrong with you. Let me validate your deep pain right now. You are completely innocent in this specific matter. You are an incredibly rare soul in a very plastic world. The things that satisfy normal people feel completely empty to you. Small talk feels like sharp nails scraping on a chalkboard to your spirit. You crave deep connections and genuine spiritual intimacy, while the rest of society is just obsessed with shallow validation and empty material status. You do not belong in their shallow matrix. The severe isolation of the past 6 months was very intentional. You lost old friends that you truly thought would stay forever. You found yourself eating alone and sitting in quiet, empty rooms with only your racing thoughts for company. The heavy, uncomfortable silence was utterly deafening at first. You probably felt abandoned by the universe during those dark, lonely weekends. It felt exactly like a very cruel and unfair punishment, but you survived the brutal storm completely alone. You did not break when the intense pressure reached its absolute maximum limit. You bent like a flexible tree in the strong wind, and your deep roots only grew stronger into the solid ground of your divine faith. Your resilience is absolutely terrifying to the dark entities. Heaven allowed those painful encounters to show you exactly what you must never tolerate again. The pain was a rigorous and necessary training ground. The deep, physical ache you currently feel is a sacred shedding process. You are literally outgrowing the small container of your painful past, and this upgrade requires your body to stretch beyond its normal limits. The beautiful process is incredibly uncomfortable. You feel entirely exposed to the harsh elements right now, but the new shiny armor underneath is completely impenetrable. You are actively becoming a highly dangerous weapon of light. The exhaustion you feel is the final proof of your graduation. You have officially survived the deepest valley of the shadow. Now the glorious ascent to the mountain peak begins. Let us look deeper at the intense loneliness you experienced. You thought the universe was punishing you with absolute silence. You believed you were unworthy of true connection, but heaven was actually protecting your precious energy. God had to forcefully clear the room because he saw the hidden motives of the people smiling in your face. He saw the sharp daggers they held behind their backs. The divine isolation was never a curse. It was a highly necessary quarantine for your soul. You carry a massive light that exposes their dark shadows, and those toxic people could not handle the bright reflection of their own flaws. They did not reject you because you were flawed. They ran away because your powerful aura demanded a level of truth they could not provide. You were the storm all along. Every time a door slammed shut, it was divine intervention. You cried over lost opportunities that were secretly designed to destroy you. The universe deliberately delayed your success to keep you out of the wrong rooms. Your current path is being completely protected by an invisible shield. You are no longer the empath who begs for basic human decency. You are a cycle breaker, setting new standards. But there is a crucial missing piece to this puzzle. You understand the spiritual warfare now. You know why the toxic people had to leave your timeline permanently. Yet your finances and your reality still feel incredibly stuck. Why is the physical manifestation not matching your spiritual elevation? The answer is not your lack of pure faith. The answer is deeply biological. Listen closely. Here is the exact secret they never told you. The reason the universe responds effortlessly to certain people is not blind luck. It is not even strict karma. It is a specific physical brainwave. Scientists have a very clear name for it. They call it the gamma frequency, and it is the exact electrical pattern your brain was running naturally when you were a little child. Back then, brilliant ideas came to you very easily. Learning completely new things felt effortless and fun. You had lightning-fast intuition that always guided you away from hidden danger. The world felt like it was completely on your side. You possessed an inner genius that connected directly to the divine source. But then you grew up, and the modern world went to work on your mind. The harsh school systems trained you to conform instead of create. The endless screens and the heavy stress trapped you in survival mode. Every single year, the daily grind suppressed your natural frequency a little further. They pushed your powerful gamma wave deeper and deeper below the surface. They locked your brain into a state of constant panic and heavy anxiety. This was not an accident. The elite forces designed this modern matrix on purpose. They know that a suppressed mind cannot attract wealth or manifest miracles. When your gamma frequency fades away, your divine genius completely fades with it. Your sharp intuition becomes dull and confusing. The magical synchronicities stop happening in your daily life. The clear sense that the universe is working with you goes entirely silent. This is exactly why your intense prayers feel blocked. The divine signals are constantly broadcasting from heaven toward you, but the thick wall of stress in your brain cannot receive the high transmission. You are trying to catch a beautiful symphony on a broken radio. It is absolutely not your fault. You are still the powerful chosen one. Your spiritual inheritance is still waiting for you. The gap between you and the people who succeed effortlessly is not willpower. It is definitely not your personal destiny. It is just one single suppressed brainwave that the modern world turned off without your consent. You felt that effortless flow when you were young. That was your gamma state operating perfectly, and society forcefully took it from you before you could claim your true power. But what if this biological block can be reversed? What if everything you have struggled with is simply a frequency waiting to be switched back on? The financial blocks and the painful relationships are just symptoms of this dormant state. The universe is asking you to recognize this hidden mechanism today. Your extreme exhaustion is just your brain begging for its natural rhythm. You must not fall back into heavy self-blame. Stop telling yourself that you are fundamentally broken. You are a masterpiece, temporarily covered in the thick dust of survival mode. The spiritual warfare tried to keep you blind to this reality. They wanted you to think you were going completely crazy, but your spirit dragged you to this message to hear the ultimate truth. Take a slow breath and let this settle. The heavy chains holding you back are not made of magic. They are made of low frequencies, and any low frequency can be completely overwritten by a much higher one. You are standing at the exact edge of a massive breakthrough. The spiritual and scientific realms are colliding right now for your ultimate benefit. Prepare your mind for the next step. The dark entities knew exactly who you were before you even realized your own power. They saw your brilliant light from miles away, and they immediately dispatched agents of chaos to dim your glorious shine before it could blind them. These were not random toxic people passing by. They were highly calculated assignments sent to drain your spirit dry. The narcissists in your life operated like emotional vampires in the dark. They mirrored your beautiful empathy just long enough to gain your deep trust. Then they slowly began dismantling your sanity piece by cruel piece. They thrived on your constant confusion and your endless apologies. They needed you weak so they could feel incredibly powerful. But the system goes much deeper than just bad relationships. The entire modern matrix is explicitly designed to crush a chosen one. They bombard your senses with loud panic every single day. They want you constantly worrying about paying basic bills. They want your nervous system locked in a perpetual state of severe emergency. When you are fighting just to survive another lonely week, you cannot access your divine intuition. The system intentionally keeps your brain vibrating at a very low frequency. They feed off the heavy anxiety that you radiate into the atmosphere. Your absolute exhaustion is their favorite fuel. They literally harvest your bright energy to sustain their dark kingdom. Every time you questioned the narrative, they called you completely crazy. They isolated you so you would doubt your own sharp instincts. But you never lost your core truth. You always felt that something was fundamentally wrong with their fake reality. Your soul remembered the high frequency it was born to hold. The awakening was always inevitable. You are standing at the exact precipice of a massive timeline shift. Type 111 down in the comments to claim this alignment. Let that simple physical action be a powerful declaration to the universe today. You are officially rejecting the low vibration of the matrix. You are taking your stolen power back right now. They thought your profound silence was a sign of total defeat. They believed they had successfully crushed your spirit when you finally walked away. But they made a fatal miscalculation. Your silence was not absolute surrender. Your silence was the terrifying sound of you gathering your scattered pieces. It was a rigorous preparation for spiritual war. You stopped explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. A healed person no longer tolerates disrespect disguised as brutal honesty. You firmly closed the door on their toxic access to your daily life, and that solid boundary absolutely terrified the dark entities feeding on you. They permanently lost their favorite supply of pure light. Now they are watching your quiet ascent with absolute panic. They can see the divine protection forming heavily around your bright aura. The spiritual armor you wear today was forged in the hot fire they started. Every lie they told about you only sharpened your inner discernment. Every harsh betrayal only pushed you closer to your ultimate divine purpose. The Matrix is frantically trying to pull you back into the dirty mud. They will send sudden financial inconveniences to trigger your old survival panic. They will try to make you feel completely alone in your new elevated state. Do not fall for their cheap illusions today. Their petty tricks no longer work on a master of reality. You have become the exact weapon you were trying to survive. Your presence alone shifts the entire atmosphere of any room you enter. Your quiet energy demands absolute respect without a single word being spoken aloud. The narcissists feel incredibly uncomfortable when you look directly into their eyes now. They see the raw judgment of heaven reflecting back. The vicious cycle of generational trauma stops completely with you. You are the definitive break in your bloodline that future generations will deeply thank you for. The heavy curses that plagued your ancestors have dissolved upon touching your pure aura. You survived the intense storm entirely alone, but you emerged as the raging storm itself. The enemy knows your frequency is rapidly returning to its original state. The gamma waves are trying to push through the heavy concrete of your daily stress. The spiritual dam is cracking under the immense pressure of your destiny. You are about to unleash a flood of absolute abundance that will wash away their broken empire. Prepare your mind. Do not let them convince you that your current struggle is permanent. It is merely the desperate death rattle of an expired timeline. The dark forces are packing up their weapons because they know they have finally lost the war. Your ultimate victory was guaranteed before you even took your first breath. Stand tall in your divine authority today. The shift is already happening around you right now. You are starting to see the undeniable physical signs of your spiritual upgrade. You look at the clock and see repeating numbers constantly. The bizarre synchronicities are piling up so fast that you can no longer ignore them. These are not random coincidences at all. They are direct winks from heaven, confirming your path. You might feel a sudden bizarre lightness in your chest today. The heavy anxiety that choked you for months is mysteriously lifting away. People you have not spoken to in years are suddenly reaching out. Opportunities that were completely dead are suddenly coming back to life without any effort from you. The divine wheel of fortune is violently spinning in your exact direction. But before we go any further into these glorious signs, I have to tell you something crucial. The elite forces who profit from your exhaustion absolutely do not want you to know this secret. You know your spirit is ready for the massive wealth transfer. You feel the heavy calling on your life, but you desperately need the physical bridge to cross over the final biological gap. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the loud headlines have discovered how to bring your dormant frequency back. They found a brilliant way to bypass the heavy stress matrix completely. And it does not require years of intense meditation that most tired people simply cannot sustain. It does not require expensive clinical machines that cost thousands of dollars. The real solution is far simpler. Researchers at Princeton University studied this specific phenomenon deeply. They engineered a highly specific sound frequency to gently guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state. They successfully compressed 1 full hour of deep brain entrainment into just 7 highly effective minutes. You do not need a complicated daily mantra to make this work. You simply let the advanced sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. This powerful frequency synchronizes with your brain below the level of conscious awareness. It begins reactivating the suppressed gamma signal the very first time you listen. You just put on headphones, close your tired eyes, and allow the divine science to heal your broken frequency. Columbia University researchers found something even more miraculous. They discovered that when this specific brainwave is fully reactivated, the glorious miracle does not stop with you. The powerful gamma signal actually radiates outward from your physical body. It positively influences your children and your partner immediately. Your healing literally heals your entire household. 7 minutes a day is all it takes to break the biological chains forever. I will tell you exactly what this protocol is called and how to access it before this message ends. But first, you must understand how this returning power will permanently alter your daily reality. You are about to step into a continuous flow state where everything becomes incredibly easy. Complex problems will suddenly solve themselves with very little effort from you. You will experience massive eureka moments that provide the exact answers you have been seeking for years. Your mental sharpness will return with terrifying speed today. You will know exactly what to do next without second-guessing your own brilliant intuition ever again. The heavy brain fog is actively dying. Financial improvement becomes an automatic byproduct of this elevated frequency state. You will not have to hustle yourself into an early grave anymore. Business growth and sudden career breakthroughs will literally hunt you down in the street. The right people will feel magnetically drawn to your new radiant energy. They will offer you massive opportunities. You will walk through your days with a clear sense of absolute protection. The universe will gently guide your steps away from hidden dangers before you even see them coming. Your life will begin to feel deeply enchanted again. It will feel like you are the main character in a beautiful story written entirely by heaven. This is your birthright, returning to your hands. The dark entities are absolutely furious that you are discovering this physical key today. They spent decades building a cold prison for your beautiful mind. And now you have found the hidden emergency exit that bypasses their entire security system. Your complete liberation is the one thing they fear the most in this universe. They cannot stop the gamma activation. But do not celebrate just yet. There is a deeply dangerous trap waiting for you right before the final door opens wide. Many chosen ones fall for this specific illusion right at the finish line. If you are not completely prepared, you might sabotage the blessing before it fully anchors into your physical reality. You must stay vigilant. Listen very closely to this next part. The fatal trap I warned you about earlier is officially here. It always happens right before the dawn. Just as your divine blessing is hovering over your timeline, the darkness throws a desperate final test. They will send a ghost from your painful past, and someone who deeply betrayed you will suddenly reach out of nowhere. They will text you with a casual greeting. Do not fall for this dirty trick. They do not miss your warm personality. They are starving for your bright energy. The spiritual realm operates on frequencies, and they can actually feel your vibration rising from miles away. Your new frequency makes their dark world feel incredibly cold. They reach out because they want to see if they still have access to your pure light. They want to pull you back down into the heavy mud. This is the ultimate test of your spiritual graduation. The universe is watching your exact reaction today. If you reply to their toxic message, you immediately lower your vibration to match their chaotic frequency. You will accidentally pause the delivery of your massive financial breakthrough while heaven waits for you to learn this final lesson. Do not give them your precious attention. Your silence is the only correct answer right now. Welcome to your era of quiet authority. You do not need to explain your boundaries anymore. You do not need to send long paragraphs defending your deep peace, because a true master of reality simply removes access without any loud announcement. Your total unbothered silence will absolutely terrify them today. They realize they can no longer manipulate what they cannot touch. You are untouchable. The old version of you would have felt deeply guilty. The wounded empath would have tried to heal them one more time. But that weak version of you died in the terrible storm they created. And you are a highly dangerous weapon of light now. You cut through their fake illusions with absolute zero hesitation. The cycle of endless abuse stops completely with your firm silence. They cannot pass your gates. Stop feeling bad for leaving them behind in the dark. You cannot carry dead weight into the kingdom of abundance. God deliberately isolated you to protect this exact upgrade process. Let them stay mad about the boundaries they forced you to build. Their temporary anger is absolutely none of your business anymore, and your only job is to protect the sacred frequency vibrating inside your mind. The spiritual runway is completely clear now. The heavy debris of your painful past has been swept away. You passed the final test by refusing to look backward at the burning bridges. The dark entities are permanently locked out of your energetic field, while you are standing in the purest state of divine readiness. You can literally feel the massive portal opening right in front of your eyes. The heavy block in your brain is completely exposed. You know exactly what the enemy tried to do to your mind. They wanted you stuck in survival beta waves forever. They wanted your divine intuition permanently silenced. But you survived the brutal matrix, and you found the hidden frequency escape route that bypasses their entire rigged system. The universe is incredibly proud of your resilient spirit today. You won the war. Everything is shifting at lightning speed right now. The slow season of waiting is officially over. Every single tear you cried in private is turning into solid spiritual gold. The tables are not just turning today. The tables are being completely flipped over in the presence of your enemies, and they will have to sit and watch heaven bless you in ways they cannot even comprehend. Take one more slow breath right now. Drop your heavy shoulders completely. The severe spiritual warfare is completely finished today. You do not have to fight anymore. You just have to sit still and receive the massive download that is coming. Your gamma wave is ready to wake up and take absolute control, because you are minutes away from the ultimate activation of your life. They thought you were just another ordinary person they could break. They severely underestimated the powerful divine blood running through your veins. You carry the ancient frequency of the chosen ones. You are the living anomaly that completely breaks their rigged system. Every time they tried to bury you in the dark dirt, they forgot you were a sacred seed. You grew back stronger and much taller. Now you get to watch their fake empires crumble to the ground. The people who betrayed you are watching everything they built slowly fall apart. The harsh karma they ordered is finally being served to their tables. But you will not gloat or celebrate their sudden downfall, because you will simply watch with cold indifference from your elevated throne. You are completely detached from their chaotic and dramatic reality now. Your deep peace is your greatest revenge. Your radiant joy is the ultimate weapon against their dark misery. The stage is perfectly set for your grand entrance into wealth. The spiritual atmosphere is holding its breath right now. The angels are waiting for you to claim the physical tool that locks this frequency in forever, and the final door is standing wide open. Listen to me. There is a profound reason your breakthrough has been sitting at the front door without coming inside. And it is absolutely not what the cruel world told you. It is not a lack of strong faith. It is not a divine punishment for your past mistakes. It is a biological signal. Your brain was running the magnificent gamma wave effortlessly when you were a young child, but it has been systematically suppressed by the heavy survival mode you were forced to live in. Your genius was locked away. You did the deep inner work for years. You fought the spiritual battles bravely in the dark, but you desperately need the physical key to unlock the biological block in your mind. And after decades of quiet research, a brilliant neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake finally found the ultimate answer. He worked with a dedicated team of experts to study this exact mental suppression. They discovered exactly how to reverse the severe damage caused by the modern matrix. Science is finally catching up to your soul. They completely bypassed all the traditional healing methods. You do not need thousands of hours of intense meditation. You do not need a complicated journaling routine that you will eventually abandon. They successfully compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. It uses advanced brain entrainment technology to guide your mind back to its original divine state. You simply put on your headphones. You close your tired eyes. You just relax and breathe. The beautiful sound wave does exactly what the modern world spent decades aggressively undoing. It synchronizes with your brain below the level of conscious awareness. They call it the Genius Song, and it is the exact physical tool your tired spirit has been waiting for. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to permanently unlock their stagnant finances. They have completely healed their broken relationships and stepped fully into their highest timeline. A tired nurse from California said her daily life now feels completely enchanted. A struggling business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps peacefully. A woman from New York said the heavy generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone. The universe often provides the exact tool we need right when we are ready to receive it. And your spirit is entirely ready today. The heavy iron door is standing wide open. The dark elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for private clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact gamma state. They use heavy medical machines that cost over $7,000 just to maintain their unfair worldly advantage. They would prefer this powerful technology remain entirely out of reach for pure people like you. But through this specific message today, you can access the Genius Song for a tiny fraction of its true value. This is your protected divine loophole. But you must be incredibly careful right now. The dark forces that benefit from your dormant state have actively flooded the internet with diluted versions. Do not look for this sacred track on YouTube or Spotify. The fake copies circulating on those popular platforms contain absolutely zero brain entrainment technology. They are completely distorted counterfeits designed to keep your vibration extremely low. The only authentic transmission is waiting for you in a secure portal. You can only claim the fully activated original version through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe demands absolutely no risk from a chosen one. You are completely protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive energetic shift you deserve, your earthly investment is completely reversed without a single question asked. This is an energetic exchange governed by absolute trust. When you step confidently through this door today, 4 powerful bonuses are waiting to bless your entire household. You will receive a special audio engineered specifically for the deep focus and confidence of your children. You will also get the original prosperity book that the famous secret was secretly built upon. Heaven wants to equip you with every single weapon needed to maintain your new master status. The massive transfer of generational wealth is fully authorized. Do not wait for a better moment to arrive. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the person who wonders what could have been. Your magnificent gamma frequency is begging to be reactivated right now, Your ultimate destiny is screaming your beautiful name. Go to the description and the pinned comment immediately. Click the link to access the Genius Song and permanently activate your divine inheritance. You are absolutely no longer the wounded empath who begged to be understood by cold people. The cruel crucible of severe pain has officially forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this exact moment forward, your beautiful energy demands absolute respect without a single word being spoken aloud. You do not chase toxic people anymore. You do not lower your high vibration just to make ordinary people feel comfortable. You simply exist in your divine power. The terrible storm that was sent to completely destroy your spirit has finally run out of heavy rain. The dark entities failed completely. They did not know who they were foolishly attacking in the dark. You are a legendary cycle breaker. You are the specific chosen one who survived the absolute worst they could ever throw at you. And because you stood your ground firmly when everything was shaking, heaven is now flooding your life with pure, blinding light. Every single tear you quietly shed in private is watering the massive seeds of abundance. The heavy financial blocks are completely shattered. The toxic soul ties are permanently severed. You are actively stepping into a beautiful new timeline today. Divine miracles are just your normal daily routine now. Take a slow breath. Let this ultimate truth sink deeply into your tired bones. The hard war is officially over. The incredibly slow season of waiting has expired forever. You will never have to beg for basic human decency or financial stability ever again. The universe is currently handing you the golden keys to the kingdom you always knew existed. You can literally feel the warm sunshine on your face after years of freezing in the dark winter. Your pure heart survived the brutal frost. Look back at the person you were just 12 short months ago. That past version of you was heavily burdened and constantly apologizing for simply taking up space. That person is completely gone. You have successfully shed the heavy skin of the permanent victim, and you have resurrected as a fierce warrior of pure light. The narcissists who thought they buried you are now standing in absolute shock. They see your bright aura expanding rapidly from miles away. They realize they permanently lost access to the greatest blessing they ever had. But their deep regret is absolutely none of your business anymore. Your only focus now is walking straight forward into the massive wealth transfer that has your specific name written all over it. The heavy lifting is finished. The angels are paving your path with solid gold. Your days will no longer be filled with quiet panic and heavy dread. You will wake up every single morning with a deep sense of absolute purpose and total peace. The broken system that tried to crush your spirit is now working actively in your favor because you have cracked the divine code. You are walking completely outside of the normal matrix now. Your new frequency dictates the exact terms of your bright reality. The pitch-black darkness has officially retreated entirely behind you. The bright dawn of the new era is shining its warmest rays directly onto your spiritual crown. But you must firmly lock this glorious frequency in right now. You must create an absolute shield of divine protection around your household today. The enemy will try to sneak back in if you leave your spiritual gates wide open. We must seal this reality permanently. Hit the subscribe button right now. Establish a permanent divine energy receiving station in your life. Tap the like button. Let it be a physical act of solid agreement with God. You are planting a heavy flag of victory in the ground today. You are loudly telling the universe that you are fully awake and completely ready to handle the immense blessing coming your way. If this fiery message has reignited the dying faith inside your chest, do not keep this great blessing entirely to yourself. There is a beautiful broken soul out there bleeding silently in the dark of despair right now. They desperately need this exact guiding light today to survive their own storm. Share this video with them immediately. Sowing the seed of pure hope today is multiplying the massive blessing for your own tomorrow. Type Amen down in the comments below to permanently seal this new reality. Declare to the physical world that you proudly accept your royal inheritance today. You are fully protected from every single dark weapon formed against you. You are deeply loved by the majestic creator of the entire universe, and you are finally walking out of the lonely wilderness directly into your promised land. Let your beautiful light blind the darkness forever. Welcome to your new life.